Look, here's the deal. I quit the podcast.
All right, guys. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the show.
Two guys and a mic.
Welcome to Two Guys and a Mic. I'm out. Peace.
No. How's everybody doing?
Fucking great.
It was a nice,
Josh, I got a slightly new setup. I don't know if you want to. I know there's a delay, but if you want to whip out your phone and just
what?
take, whip that thing out.
You're the second forward to ask me to whip something out today.
If you're referring to my mother, she hasn't had that last name in quite a bit.
Well, I still call her that because Oh shit! Hold on, I got the audio on like a noob here. Hold on.
Scrub.
You're gonna be able to put the bracket on there.
Yeah, and see, look, you can. It's delayed, but I'm shuffling it now, and you can see the changes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying some things out. Nobody watches us, so figured I would just get experimental just to see how it goes.
Our 5 viewers will enjoy it.
Oh, somebody's on right here. I don't know if that's just me.
I think that's just you.
Hey, let's go. We up in here.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my. He doesn't work in my store, but works with us anyway. He's like, yeah, I listen to a lot of cryptocurrency podcasts, and then when I run out of those, I listen to you guys. I was like, my man,
okay,
appreciate that. He disagrees with Dave on a lot of things.
So do a lot of people.
We can't all be intelligent. It's fine.
He was shocked that it was the first time you had ever had Raisin Bran Crunch, and that you wasted it on trying the HEB brand.
Thank you.
Well, it was right after the the freeze situation, and they didn't have the regular one. So whoever that is, go fuck yourself.
Whoa! He's a loyal listener here. Don't go fuck yourself, bro.
Well, that could also be me extending the opportunity to go masturbate.
Jesus Christ!
So that might not be a disrespect.
Dear God!
All right, guys.
Well,
hey,
as everybody out there can probably see, as everybody can see out there, we're talking about Weird Al this week. The great Weird Al.
Yep, the one and only.
Yep.
You know, if he does a tour, I do want to see him in it live before I get the chance, like before I lose the chance to do so.
I was gonna bring that up on the podcast. That's a hole in my concert going.
You've never
resume.
Been.
I've never seen him. He came to the Woodlands.
I
don't know, a couple years ago, 3 years ago, something like that.
Just didn't have the opportunity, or
I don't know. Just missed. I don't know what happened. I should have taken the opportunity because who knows now.
I feel like Weird Al is one of those artists that you kind of, not that you forget about. You don't necessarily think about him.
You take it for granted.
Yes, like you go through phases.
It's a guilty pleasure.
It's a phase thing. Like gearing up for this bracket. I've been finding myself listening to some of these songs, and I've been listening to songs that we didn't include also, and I'm like, why don't I more regularly listen to this man's music?
So I asked, I put out on my Facebook this week, just what's the best Weird Al song, and I didn't get a lot of the ones that are on our bracket.
Okay,
unfortunately, I got I got Albuquerque a couple of times, which I had never heard until today. I put it on today just to check it out.
It's a good song.
It's okay. I think its novelty is that it's also 10 minutes and it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
But I got Eat It, Albuquerque, When I Was Your Age.
I think
Amish
Hardware
Paradise,
Store. Hardware Store is a good one.
One More Minute. The Night Santa Went Crazy. That's an all timer. Let's see. And then Bob has shown up a couple of times. I listened to Bob today as well. For the first time.
Yeah.
Meh.
All right.
Meh. But Weird Al has a lot of songs that aren't meh. He's got a lot of songs that are fucking solid gold.
Yeah, he does.
And he's got some platinum in his career too. We're gonna talk about that.
Awesome,
All right.
awesome.
So, all right, we want to do this.
Yeah, go ahead. I will.
right.
I will not lock in the. I will not lock in the bracket just yet.
All right. Hello, and welcome to Three Guys and a Mic presents the Weird Al Bracket, a 16-song bracket to determine the greatest Weird Al song of all time. I'm your co-host, the Human Dart, along with
Jason Tsunami.
And David Disaster.
Hey.
Whoa,
Man,
what's going on?
I think
What's
we're almost
good.
getting like professional level.
Almost.
That's right. That's right. Dude, it's a motherfucking polka party up in here this week.
Oh,
I don't.
yes.
I don't even know how to do that. But
I don't either.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with
You don't know
Josh.
you don't know how to polka party. You got to do it with the fucking accordion.
Okay.
That's true. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of accordions, we're talking about Weird Al.
Hey.
So
The great Weird Al Yankovic.
super great.
So we're gonna do a little bracket and talk about some of his best songs, but I just wanted to talk about Weird Al here for a little bit. So I did some polling around some people that I work with, and I work with a wide
Would you say an
age
eclectic
range.
group?
Sure, I work with people as old as mid-50s and as young as 18 to 20.
So like all people younger than Jason.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Listen.
Got it.
Weird Al is not very popular amongst the young people.
What?
Do they
Yeah.
even know who he is?
Most of them did not. I said, "Hey guys, let me ask you a question. Weird Al."
And they were just like blank face.
They're like, yeah, I've heard of him. Oh, okay, like, do you know any songs? Are there any songs that maybe jump out at you that you've heard or? Nah. And then I asked somebody that's kind of like in our age range in their 30s, and they're like, "Oh fuck yeah, man, Weird Al, eat it, fucking fat, Amish Paradise." Like they just start hitting the fucking hits, man. And then another guy hit me with Rice Baby, which I don't know. I'm not sure that's a Weird Al song. Is it?
I am. I'm gonna say no.
I couldn't find it in his repertoire, but
I'm gonna say no.
Who knows? So this is definitely more so like if you're 30 and over, this is probably going to be your jam.
Yeah.
If you're under 30, fuck you. You're too young. Go away.
Yeah.
This podcast is not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Dave,
we don't talk about Weird Al enough, but he's
very underrated, I think.
He's very underrated, and I would say like you and I specifically, Josh. You know, when I first started working for you, oh so many years ago, which was what, 15 years ago now.
Yeah, something like that.
One of the big albums that came out the first year I started working for you, was Straight Outta Linwood, and back in our old precinct Geek Squad precinct days. Shout out to all those guys. None of them listen to this podcast, I don't think. But
Sleeper Status.
Man, we jammed the hell out of that record. I mean,
Dude, every day
for like a month straight.
Every agent knew every word. I mean, we were
even
going
the people that didn't like
through.
Even the people that didn't like the song.
Look, I heard a lot of those songs on that album before I ever heard the original versions of it. I didn't hear the Trapped in the Closet, which is the regular version of Trapped in the Drive-Thru.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that until this year.
I also heard it last year. I've heard it recently.
Yeah. I heard the T.I. song, the Whatever You Want. I heard that today for the first time. I thought, you know what? I should probably listen to it. Listen, I don't... If I'm going to listen to rap, it's more like rap from like when I was a kid.
Hey, look,
I don't listen to a ton of rap.
I'm right there with you because I had not heard Confessions until I started listening to this.
Say whatever you like. I'm talking about the T.I. version of Whatever You Like, not the Weird Al version of Whatever You Like.
No. I still have not heard Confessions.
The
Whoever
original,
did
the Ursher version.
the parts 1 and
Yes.
2.
Yes.
But no, I mean, look,
It sounds just like Weird Al's version.
Weird
Okay.
Al is, especially earlier in my life, because I mean that's kind of when Weird Al was bigger, is in the 80s and 90s.
I'll be right back.
I grew up with him quite frequently, or like he was quite often played in the house. Specifically, his music videos. I'm sure Jason, you can probably attest to that, watching those videos on MTV and stuff. back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that his videos are more like novelty, as far as when they launched or released. There was some hype. Like, it was a big deal for a artist to get parodied by Weird Al.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
a lot of the artists attributed that to like, oh, we've made it because now.
Yes, I know. Like for Nirvana, like it was a big deal when he did, "Smells Like Nirvana" or whatever it was. I know that that there was a lot of publicity on some of his bigger parodies on like huge songs, like say some of the Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah.
I just know, like, back in the day, I wouldn't consider him. It's hard to consider him like, say, mainstream, because it's not mainstream music. You're not going to turn on the radio and probably hear his song.
But he was
But-
heavily rotated on MTV.
Absolutely, and VH1.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whatever.
His
other
videos were an absolute game changer.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, Josh, before we get into the meat of this bracket and start to hate each other, you just recently today watched his movie. His only, I know he's like had some cameos or whatever, but his only movie that he's like starred in and made, UHF, 1989.
Yeah. I watched this. Look, it's been on the list of things that I've been meaning to watch for a long time, and just for whatever reason, I never get around to it. This was the perfect week to get into it. Dave, you brought it up to me earlier in the week, and I said, man, that's a great idea. And then I watched the movie, and I was like, oh no, this is not a great idea. If you guys follow along with us on some of our movie podcasts, you know that we have our own proprietary rating system called the Shitometer.
Patent pending.
Yeah, and look, the higher the score, the worse the movie is, okay? And if this thing is anything above a 50, it is we do not recommend.
Correct.
Man, it's a 50 on the dot for me.
Wow.
Only look, it's not good, okay? It's not good. Don't get me wrong here. But it's entertaining as shit.
It is entertaining.
There is some funny shit in this movie. Gandhi 2, really good. The whole Rambo reenactment's good. You get the Beverly Hillbillies music video in there. But man, like Weird Al is fucking awful in this movie.
As an actor,
And,
yes.
As an actor, yes.
And
Dude, what
Michael
about the guy
Richards
who-
is not good either.
What about the guy who fucking cuts his own thumb off and he's like, "Oh, would you look at that? Isn't my face red?"
I was like, what is going on here?
You hear as soon as he cuts off his thumb, Weird Al goes, "Oh my god!" And then the
just like a
cameraman
scream.
who's eating a sandwich probably threw the sandwich at me. Eating a sandwich is just like oh shit.
Yeah, and this shit just keeps on going.
Yeah. He's like squirts Weird Al in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Dude,
Look,
dude,
for any Weird Al people out there, you should definitely watch the movie.
Look,
You'll appreciate it.
I'll say this. I haven't
It was
seen
probably
the movie.
better 20 years ago.
I haven't seen the movie in like 5 years, all the way through. I've seen I watched a bunch of clips like leading up to this podcast. I didn't have time to watch the movie, but I'd give the movie like if you were to ask me today. Keep in mind this is nostalgia. I'd give the movie like a 44. Like the movie is it's not good. It's not a good movie, but I would say if you're a Weird Al fan, like disregard the score that I gave. Like if you're a fan of Weird Al, you'll enjoy
Watch
the
it.
movie. It's very
If you're not a Weird Al fan,
This
is not your movie.
Yeah, just avoid it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's really just a lot of physical comedy. It's not really a lot of jokes necessarily. I mean, there's a scene where a dude starts throwing poodles out of his window, and they just fucking hit the ground dead. Like, today we're going to teach poodles how to fly. Come on, Gigi.
Yeah.
Fucking yeets her out of the fucking window, and she just goes.
That was Raul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he grabs an ant farm, and he's like, he goes, they hate it when I do this. And he fucking shakes it, and he goes, they're really mad now.
Yeah. Like, and nobody knew who that guy was. Al was like, "Oh, I thought you hired that guy."
He's like, how did we hire this guy? I thought you hired him.
Nope.
Fucking just animal abuse. I mean,
hey,
yeah.
so what's the first song that jumps out at you guys, like, that you remember maybe as a kid when you first heard them?
Weird Al?
Yeah. No, fucker. Fucking Kurt Cobain. Who are we here to talk about?
Honestly, it was, oddly enough, Smells Like Nirvana and Bedrock Anthem were, I think just because of my age, you know, I was born in 85, so, you know, 90, 91, something like that. You know, those songs, the original, Smells Like Teen Spirit, and the, you know, Under the Bridge and
Give It Away
were, like, really popular in the early 90s, so...
Yeah.
That's kind of what played a lot. I remember that's how I kind of got introduced to Weird Al.
I don't know what his first songs were, like mainstream songs. I just remember that I think the very first song I remember was Like a Surgeon. And it was more because of the video.
Because it was like Madonna, basically. Like,
yeah, mine, you know, I would wake up early every morning, get ready for school, and I'd watch MTV and watch the top 5 videos of the day for the country every day. So kind of like your top 5 hits.
Yeah.
And Gangster's Paradise was, that was the number 1 song for a fucking year. So I saw that goddamn music video for like every day. And then Weird Al came out with Amish Paradise, and I was like, oh shit. And man, I mean, I jammed the fuck out of that song and the music video, know all the words to it. Like, that was the first one that I was like, this Weird Al guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah. Oh, I want to warn everybody ahead of time, if you know, for those that don't know, we're gonna be probably singing a lot of these verses and choruses uncontrollably throughout this bracket, and totally against Jason's will. So, I'm just letting you know now, it's probably gonna happen. So
yeah. But that whole album was really like one of the first albums I owned, like of Metallica or whatever. It was Bad Hair Day. And man, I mean, all the songs on that fucking album are so good.
Yeah.
They're so fucking good. So anyway, let me add a couple of stats here real quick about Weird Al, and then let's debate this motherfucker.
Yep.
So he got to start in 1976. His first album, which was a self-titled album, was released in 1983. His last album came out in 2014. That was called Mandatory Fun. He's won 5 Grammys. He's come out with 14 albums in total.
It's only 14 more than us.
Yeah. Too many to name here. Weird Al has gone platinum 6 times.
Jesus.
That's pretty damn good.
That is pretty good.
That's pretty good. And his net worth is $20 million.
I mean,
I mean, I think I could probably survive on that.
I would say that is he's earned every penny of that, and he probably deserves more.
All right, so Dave, you're going to introduce these matchups, or
yep. I'm going to shuffle it up, and I'm going to since I'm sharing them on the stream, it makes more sense to do that. So, let me know when you're ready.
For those following along out there on YouTube, man, we got some new visuals out there.
So you ready? You ready for me to shuffle this bad boy up? Get our first matchup.
Shuffle it. Let's fucking go. Pull it.
All right. Shuffle. I'm closing my eyes so I don't stop it on something silly. All right, I'm done. Okay.
Just act like they don't.
All right, let me start this thing. All right, hold on. Just let me get going here.
Does anybody wish Weird Al came out with an adult language album?
Yes.
All right.
I think that's a hole in his game.
We're ready. Matchup number 1.
Do it.
We have Bedrock Anthem going up against Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh shit! This is a good one. Okay.
Yep. Not necessarily. I would say not a heavy hitter out the gate.
No. That means there's gonna be some real bad matchups coming later. But so Bedrock Anthem, that's a Red Hot Chili Peppers mashup.
Yep.
Right, Under the Bridge and Give It Away. And this is the only song I feel like on the list where he takes 2 songs from the same artist and puts them together.
Also from the same record, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. It is.
It's from they're both from Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic or whatever it is.
Yep. Yeah, that's correct. And he takes the funky beat from Give It Away and puts a whole story about Fred Flintstone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. This is one of those that I would say you're gonna hear us say like low hanging fruit a couple of times on this podcast as we talk about things like a surgeon, obviously, which is right there with Like a Virgin. This is one of those that is not low hanging fruit. This is a totally original thing, totally original idea.
Yep. And I
executed very well.
I do remember, although I didn't rewatch it, I do remember the music video for Bedrock Anthem pretty well. It's pretty funny. I mean, he parodies the music videos as well of those 2 songs. But I mean, as far as just the song, I think Bedrock Anthem is really clever. And I chuckled a few times on the re-listen.
What do you think, Fossil?
It's funny that these 2 are matched up because these 2, I would say, harken back to my younger years because as a kid,
I think these are both early 90s for sure.
Yeah, as a kid growing up, I watched the Flintstones, and in syndication was the Beverly Hillbillies. So I watched both of these shows. The weird thing is, I really didn't like either one of these shows as far as the television show. So, but both songs are, in my opinion, better than
the show.
The shows were.
Jesus, I don't know. I tried to go out and pick a couple of like key lyrics in some of these songs that I really enjoyed, and every time I think of Bedrock Anthem, I think of him saying, "Bonnie Rubble, what a little wiener."
That's because we're children.
I know, but dude, that shit just pops me every time. Cause I'm like, this is your best friend, man. Why you fucking call this dude a wiener?
What's he say? He says got the buzz on his chin or the stubble on his chin.
Yeah. So that's Bedrock Anthem, fucking classic.
Beverly
Hillbillies.
And you got to watch the video of that actually, just naturally by watching UHF.
Yeah, I got to see that pop up. So this is a cover of Money for Nothing from Dire Straits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, that riff is so tasty.
It is.
Man. Dude, yeah.
Dude.
I don't know the lyrics too well of this song, but I just know like it's just like clap it. He was a millionaire. Like I don't know. That shit's just it's pretty good.
I think the genius in the Beverly Hillbillies song is the fact that if you knew the show, you could sing this song.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say he just ripped it right out of the the opening song for the show or the theme song, but it follows it along
basically,
yeah. You know.
All the context, Texas Gold or Black Gold, Texas tea, shooting at some food, yeah.
Up through the ground came a bubbling crude,
a cement pond.
Mm-hmm.
Now, go ahead.
Well, no, he does such a good job of really getting all the lingo from whatever the subject matter is. And working it in there. Like it's so good. Like going back to Bedrock where he's talking about Brontosaurus burgers and using a baby elephant as a vacuum cleaner. Like, dude, he works in every little fucking detail. And that's what's so like good about these songs.
Now I'm gonna
rhyme with elephant.
Now I'm not saying this has to be a recurring theme, but this is something I was gonna personally do. I think comparing these to the originals, I don't think Bedrock. Now, I'm not saying this has anything to do with my vote, but I don't think Bedrock Anthem is as good as the originals. But I think Beverly Hillbillies is better than the original song.
No, fuck
No.
you, Dave.
You don't think so?
No.
Have you ever even heard the fucking song from Dire Straits?
Money for Nothing?
Money
Yeah.
for Nothing was one of the very first music videos that I ever saw.
Get your money for nothing and your chicks for free.
Maybe
Come
I
on,
need
bro.
need to re-listen to it. It's been a long time.
Come on,
I
dude.
want
That's
my
MTV.
Okay. Hey, I could be wrong on that one.
You're
that's
super
what they
wrong
need.
on that.
They need to come out with a television network that does nothing but actually play music videos.
It's a novel idea, Fossil. Let's do it.
is.
Hey,
Let's do it.
so let's do some votes.
Okay. I'm going to come right out the gate. Beverly Hillbillies.
Wow. I thought this was going to be a Bedrock Anthem suite.
Nope.
I'm going Bedrock Anthem here.
So am I. It's the better song for sure.
Look, I'm not going to disagree with you. The reason I go Beverly Hillbillies is because I just could not stand the Flintstones.
Oh, see, I love the Flintstones. I've watched, every episode of the cartoon. I watched the first Flintstones movie.
I watched the Flintstone
Like-
movie, but I didn't really care for it either. I didn't like the Jetsons either. I didn't like.
What?
I know, man. I don't know what it was.
What the
All right,
fuck?
guys, we got lots
What?
to talk about here.
Okay,
Oh,
bring on
fuck.
the next.
Okay, here we go.
I don't predict this being a challenge, but
Uh-oh.
stranger things have happened. So we got Fat
Oh,
going up
right.
against
Heavy
Like
hitter.
a Surgeon.
And-
Oh,
Hey. Oh, so a couple of oldies.
yeah.
Yep.
So Fat obviously is a parody of Michael Jackson's hit song Bad.
Yep.
That was one of the music videos I did get a chance to rewatch this week, and boy, let me tell you, the song is fucking solid gold. But when you pair it with that goddamn video, I mean, that really took the song up another notch for me this week, honestly.
I'm gonna wait until Dave gets back to ask this question. But so, Like a Surgeon, another entertaining video,
Yeah,
and parodying a huge hit,
yeah,
Madonna.
yeah. This is one of those where I would say this was definitely low hanging fruit, where
Yes.
Like a Virgin is easy to imagine like a surgeon. I don't think it's not necessarily like a knock on the creativity of the song, because I mean
it's right
you can
there.
listen to it, yeah, you can hear it, but it's just one of those that like it just felt like it was an obvious choice. Where Bad going into Fat, I mean you could have gone bad in so many different directions.
Correct.
All right.
All right. So here's my question.
Yeah.
In today's, let's see, sensitive, cultured environment, do you think Fat could be made?
Yeah, I don't think it's incredibly insensitive. I think it's more self-deprecating.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. He never takes himself seriously, and he's always the one to make fun of himself, his religion, his upbringing, his beliefs, etc.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Like, I wonder if somebody came along and had made this now. Like, I wonder if there would be some backlash. I mean, I think there would be, but I'm so curious to wonder if there would have been enough to like cancel it.
I don't know. I would say there's only one line in this song that kind of jumps out at me as like, I don't care, but like if it was made today, would somebody? And that's the like, I've got more chins than Chinatown. Like, I don't know. I don't know that necessarily, like, that's the only one that really jumps out at me is like,
Oh, I don't think so.
I
think
really
there's any
don't, though.
problems with this.
I mean,
when the guy is sitting here talking about himself and he's like, "When I'm going to the movies, I take up 7 rows because I'm fat." Dude, come in. Who's gonna take that seriously and get their feelings hurt?
I'm just saying. I was just curious. It's stuff like when we watch some of these movies or we visit some stuff from the past. I always wonder how some of this would play in today's environment.
I think
Yeah.
it'd be fine, honestly.
Dave,
Like,
did you get a chance to rewatch this video this week?
No, but I do know it fairly well. Like I'm very, very familiar with it.
Dude, this video kicks it up a notch, bro.
The part where they're running,
Yeah.
and it goes, and it's, if you watch it from the Michael Jackson video, like it's very much shot the same way.
Oh, dude, it is.
They literally have run from like one column to the next, and like they're just all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, when he
I love when he's doing like the pops, the psh, psh,
And goes,
he fucking like, yeah.
dude, it's so good. And then whenever he fucking takes off the grate and the wind is blowing, and he's like, and fucking holds on, and he like lifts up. Dude. He's like, ham on whole weed. All right.
All right.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like
it's so good.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna come out of early. Like I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go vote for Fat. I mean, like I know I'm not trying to diss Like a Surgeon. If we want to still talk about it, that's fine. I mean, I don't think there's much to talk about.
Like a Surgeon, we know it's a parody of Like a Virgin from Madonna.
Yeah.
Like Jason was talking about a second ago, a huge hit.
Yes.
And I think this is probably like really the first like really big popular Weird Al song that like a lot of people bring up is this song.
Yeah.
But look, it's a good song. I enjoy it. This is the first time this week I've listened to it in
a long
20 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It is a good song.
I will say this: it's a good song, but I did not realize like how whiny and nasally pitched he sings this song.
Very, very early Weird Al for sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and vote Fat as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it a fat sweep.
Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen, so I figured we'd save some of our Fat discussion.
Yeah.
For future rounds here. Let's get
There's
this.
more?
I mean, look, dude. All right. Got the next matchup here. I'm just going to center it on our screen. All right. All right. We'll see how this goes. I have a feeling I know where this is going as well. I will say this. I'm just going to say this, gentlemen. We're getting some of the easier matchups out of the way, but some of these ones I've already like just kind of had to peek because it's like right there on the same screen. Business is gonna pick up. I will
bring it on, Dave. Bring it on.
Party in the CIA going up against Smells Like Nirvana.
So Party in the CIA, that's a parody of Party in the USA from
By
Miley
Cyrus.
And definitely a newer Weird Al song, a newer addition to the list.
Definitely better than the original.
Definitely better than the original, yes. This is one of my favorite songs. I think I was the advocate for this song to get on the list. And Dave, I think you initially were not too down with this one.
When you brought this up, see, because I had the Party in the USA in my head. When you brought this up, I'm like, bro, do you know what this is covering? Like, really? And I guess this is one of those Weird Al hits that kind of like, or songs rather, that just kind of snuck by me. Like, it probably is one of those cases where I hated the original song, so I never bothered to listen to the cover or to the parody. And dude, this song jams.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous, but it's just, again, it's everything we would think of as just a regular person, that you would think of for like a CIA agent. Like, he's talking about neutralizing, world leaders, installing new governments.
But it's the juxtaposition of having all of that with the fucking Party in the USA like song.
Yeah.
That's all like happy and like positive, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah. Fossil, what do you think about this song? You probably didn't get much of a chance to listen to it, huh?
I did listen to it a couple of times, going through the shuffle. I don't hate this song. This is a good song. I like the song as far as a whole. It's an interesting twist on a song from the perspective of somebody like, say, that's in the Secret Service or a secret agent or the CIA. It's good.
Yeah.
The lyrics are strong.
Yeah, I just love, like, I've done a couple crazy things that have almost gotten me dismissed, like terminating some head of state who wasn't even on my list, like just shit like that, dude. It's so stupid, but fuck, it's funny.
Yeah,
this song just gives me the fucking gigs when it comes on. It breaks me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Smells Like Nirvana. I'm just gonna say this right now, dude.
So it's a parody of Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nirvana, just so we know.
Yeah, this song, I'm gonna be respectful. Okay, I'm gonna be respectful. The song,
it's not good.
The song needs the video, because I did watch the video of this.
Yeah.
And
it's
I already
almost
had
a direct ripoff of the Smells Like Teen Spirit video.
yes,
Yeah.
but it 100% needs that video to like it's almost
To
like
help
the
it.
the video is the parody, and
Yes.
this when you're just hearing the song like in your car, which is where I heard pretty much all of these songs was in commute to work. Like, it does not hold up. Like the
Yeah.
lyrics and stuff. Like I was not
parody-
entertained.
Okay, so the parody. Okay, so for me, big Nirvana fan. Nirvana hit like right in the sweet spot. Like, I was in high school. Like the song was for me, basically.
Yeah.
So the parody of this song is the fact that even me, I listened to this song, the original song, Smells Like Teen Spirit, hundreds of times, and still couldn't understand what the fuck this guy was saying. And
Yeah.
that's the parody. Because the song is about how you don't have a clue about what the song is about or what he's saying. Or the
He's got
part where
these marbles in his mouth.
in my mouth. So that is the parody, but like to what Dave said, like if you weren't, I don't want to say this because I don't know if this is actually accurate, but like if you're not in the loop, then you wouldn't get the song. The parody, in my opinion, is like for a small group of people that are, say, fans of the original song.
I was doing a little bit of research, just kind of looking through some of his albums. So this album was the album that came out after the bomb that was UHF, and reading about it, like Weird Al was not in a good place. Like he was really struggling and having a hard time with how bad UHF was received, and it was really kind of bumming him out. And so he was really, he was trying to write this album, and he needed the number one song. He needed the big parody, and he didn't have it yet. And so he parodied Michael Jackson's Black or White. I forget what the song title was, but he goes back to Michael Jackson with it, and Michael Jackson's like, "Hey man, like Black and White's a real serious song for me here. Like I don't feel comfortable with you doing a parody of it." And so he goes back. He's like fucking down in the dumps again. He had to delay the record coming out and everything until finally Smells Like Teen Spirit came out, and then he had his parody. But to me, it feels like it's thrown together. Like it feels like it was something that he wrote quickly, and it sounds like it's recorded quickly. It's the worst sounding song of any other one on this bracket, in my opinion. He does a good job of duplicating every other song, but this one sounds like shit.
I'll agree, but I also think that is part of the parody too, because Nirvana's, as far as their sound, was never well received.
Yeah, but that was a very well produced album, though.
I agree.
Lithium was, or what is it? Is that what's called? What's that record called?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yes, never mind.
That production value of that record is surprisingly high.
Yes, production value, but back in the day, like nobody thought Grohl was going to go on to do what he did. Most of
be better than Nirvana.
Yeah, but which he never was. But like, Kurt Cobain himself was highly criticized for his guitar playing.
Oh, because it's bad. That's right. That's why.
Well, it's just because he doesn't play it
just
clean.
fucking with you, Jason.
I know nothing he plays is clean. Like none of that stuff. What I'm saying is that was part of the parody as well. So I don't
They have
Well,
lots of clean songs. Polly, Come As You Are.
Nah. I'm just saying, back in the day when, as a fan, they were under constant criticism from people who thought they didn't play worth a shit.
Yeah. Well, hey, look. If that's the true parody, then Weird Al parodied the shit out of that because this sounds like shit.
It does.
I'm an easy party in the CIA vote.
I as well.
I'm going to go down with my Titanic. Smells like Nirvana.
Yep.
All right, guys. This is where things are gonna begin to pick up here.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I'm just getting it right on the stream. Hold on.
I'm surprised Party in the CIA is going to make it to the second round. Like, I love that song, but I didn't think it was going to make it.
Well, it went up against the right song. All right. Here we go. It's all about the Pentiums going up against Beat It. I'm sorry.
What?
Eat It.
Oh, Eat It. Okay.
Jackson actually made it into this bracket?
Yeah. I just realized. Well, see, here's the thing. I fucking typed Beat It in the goddamn bracket.
Yeah, you did.
And so,
what an idiot.
Whatever. So my brain just read what I wrote. So whatever.
Yeah.
Eat It. It says Beat It on the screen here, but it's Eat It.
Dear God. So all about the Pentiums. That's all about the Benjamins from, is it Puffy?
Yes, correct.
I don't know if it was like a group thing or what. So look, admittedly, we were talking about this earlier in the week, and Dave was like, "Oh, I love this song. This is like, I think this was like a heavy nostalgia favorite for Dave."
Yes.
For a couple things, like Dave repairs PCs. He's a fucking nerd, right? so this fits into Dave's like life.
Yeah.
This is in his wheelhouse.
Admittedly, I had heard this song before this week, but maybe only a few times. This was not like a real big song for me. So I made it a point to listen to this. I listened to this song this week more than any other song. Because I wanted to make sure I gave it its due and not like, shit on it by any means.
But you're about to shit on it.
No, this is a good song, dude. I'm kind of mad that I've missed out on this for like the last 10 years. It's a good song. I'd have to go back and listen to the original again, maybe to pick up some of the other little nuances of the song. But I like it's outdated for sure these days. But being the fact that we both have
it came out in '99.
Fixed or sold computers. It fits right into our wheelhouse.
Yeah. Your database is a disaster. You're waxing your modem trying to make it go faster. Dude, like that shit is so good. Yeah. He goes,
so
what
Dave,
kind of chip you got in there? A Dorito? Like, come on, man.
Dude, so how many times have you referenced this song and just like PC repair to other agents or even like customers?
Often. Often and not enough.
Yeah.
You know what I
like,
think?
what
Okay,
did you
shout
say?
out. Hold on. You know who I think of when I think of this song, Josh?
My first thought was Coons.
Jack Childs.
Oh shit.
Shout out Jack Childs.
What a fucking weird individual, but fuck, that dude was smart.
Yes. Like,
And he could fix some goddamn computers.
yeah. But yeah, he that's what this reminds me of. But like, dude, this song is, Drew Carey. Did you watch the video? Did you see Drew Carey in this fucking video?
No, I didn't watch this video this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jason, thoughts
What?
on this song?
A Pentium?
Yeah.
The lyrics are strong. Like, I get the references. It is hilarious when you listen to it, but it is extremely dated. But
I disagree.
and it's also
but whatever.
It's also not in my wheelhouse because I'm lucky if I can turn this computer on.
Look,
Yeah.
Jason.
Look,
you're
I don't think it's a knock on the song. It's just it's dated.
It's not super dated. Look, you guys are just about as useless as JPEGs to Helen Keller. Okay. like JPEGs are still used. Like,
Look, dude, it's all about that M1 chip these days, bro.
yeah, I mean, he does talk about he says I got a T1 light in my house. He's like, what does he say? He says I got my PC. I don't know how many. He says a number of days, and he says like already out of date.
Yeah.
But shit is so fucking good, man. I mean, look, yes, to Josh's point, this song probably means more to me than it does to the two of you, just because I'm a super nerd. So,
Yeah.
I will concede that for sure.
So
let's
talk about one of the all-time classics here.
Oh, dude, Eat It is so good.
Yeah, based off of Michael Jackson's "Beat It."
Yep. Another huge song.
Yeah, and another really good video as well. He does so good, just really parroting these Michael Jackson videos.
Yeah.
It's the hair.
Yeah.
Get yourself an egg and beat it.
Beat it, dude. I was just thinking the same shit. Oh, dude, like, I only have one thing where it's like where he brings up, was it a can of Spam, and then kids are starving in Japan.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I don't know how many kids are starving in Japan, but I get you got to rhyme it, okay? I get we got to move the song along.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many kids are starving in Japan.
Yeah.
But dude, just a great, and this is a low hanging fruit, right? Beat it, eat it. But I think in this one, I think he does. I think there's a lot more to be done with it than there was with Like a Surgeon.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, like, you know, parody of Beat It, you know. But I don't know. All the food stuff, I just feel like works here. Like, it works well. I don't know why he always went with food with Michael Jackson. Just, I guess that's just how it worked out.
Yeah.
I think you get, you know, your main chorus, and then you start just figuring out what your song is going to be titled, and then you work back from there.
Oh, yeah. I assume so. When you're parodying, you just
Yeah.
just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, dude. I mean, like, this shit is good.
Yeah. Dude, it's just so fucking good, man.
I'm gonna come out. I have a feeling this might go this way, but I'm gonna go all about the Pentiums for me. I mean, it just means more to me than Eat It. I like Eat It. I think Eat It is great. If Eat It moves on, I'm cool with that too. But I got to give one to All About the Pentiums.
Well, I'll give it to Eat It and make Josh split the vote.
Motherfuckers. Look, Eat It is imperfect. It's not a good parody of the song itself. The guitar solo in this song is hot garbage. It is not good. But Eat It is just a better song overall. I appreciate the lyrics more. And All About the Pentiums is not bad by any means. This is the hardest matchup so far. But I would still go Eat It.
All right. Beat
All
It.
right, we got to be getting. We got to be getting
on.
a big one here pretty soon.
Dude, we will. We got like one more. We're gonna have like 3 in a row that are gonna suck balls. But this one's gonna be difficult, but not. But we'll see. All right, so we got Forrest Gump going up against Jerry Springer.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So Gump, parody of Lump from the President's of the United States of America. Man, that song was so fucking catchy. Lump. I bought that album.
Wow.
I think I did have that.
They had that song and they had Peaches as well.
Peaches.
Yeah.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for free.
Peaches for free.
I had that album, and let me tell you a story, man. Besides those couple of good songs, that album was shit.
Yeah.
That album was right for the Spotify, iTunes era.
Yep.
But
I
feel
like most of the
fruit.
I feel like most of the albums from the 90s were probably like that as well.
Yeah.
But
Gump was definitely some low hanging fruit with the rhyme on there. But
dude, Gump works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
And it
I only
follows
got
the
into that a couple of times today. So or a couple of times this week. So I didn't get a chance to revisit it a ton this week. But I picked right back up. I knew every word. Like Gump sat alone on a bench in a park. His name is Forrest. He casually remarked.
No, dude, that shit was good.
Yeah, dude. Come on. His girlfriend Jenny was kind of a slut.
Yeah.
He went to the White House, showed LBJ his butt.
Dude, I mean, like, it's really
That's
good.
just so catchy, man.
And then
It really is.
And then look, right on the other side, another catchy ass song that is a parody of another catchy ass song that I'm tired of hearing is Jerry Springer.
Man.
A parody of 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh man, it's been 5 days since we saw the one with the slut? Oh, what is the fucking lyrics? Something, the whore, the slut, and the crack hoe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is as close as we're gonna get to adult Weird Al language. The best part of that song for me is the whole little center breakdown where you get the argument between the husband and wife,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I've been sleeping with your sisters. Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Oh yeah, well, I've been sleeping with your best friend Jake. Well, me too. Well, I've been sleeping with your goat. Well, that goat doesn't belong to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, because she says, I've
Dude,
been sleeping with your
I
dog.
think- Yeah. Wolfie, you bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, I think for me, like hearing this song again this week, and it's been a while since I'd heard it. I am like this is the one that like tickles me the most. I think just from I'm so impressed with his ability to like craft this song around this really catchy riff and everything, and the way he has to sing it. And like the way he fits everything into it, dude, it's so fucking good.
I'm going to say this.
Like I don't like Jerry Springer.
This is probably tipping my hand a little bit as well, but as far as so far, if you look at the songs that we've discussed thus far, most of them it seems like, I don't know his methods, but it seems like he just took the name of the song and he's like, what can I change that into? Okay, Lump. Okay, Gump. Forrest Gump's popular. All right, now I'm gonna make the song about Forrest Gump. Right? I'm not saying this song is bad, but Jerry Springer has nothing to do with 1 week.
No.
Like he literally just crafted a whole thing for this, right? And
Yep.
I just, to your point, Josh, I mean, the creativity here is like Jerry Springer, the song, like everything, all of his lyrics have nothing to do with 1 week. It's just all in the same cadence as the song, right? He's following he just has the music, but everything else is completely different.
And I think he sings this one really good as well.
Yeah.
Like I think this was already kind of like in his range, in his voice. Like he's a parody singer, so he tries to stay in the same genre as those other songs. And I think this is another hole in his game is he struggles with like rock songs or heavy songs, in my opinion. Something that requires like a little bit more
Gruff.
grit from his voice. Yeah, like Smells Like Nirvana, right? I think like sneakily, Jerry Springer is one of his best songs,
Jason,
and that would be my vote.
Any thoughts in the vote?
I hate Jerry Springer.
You hate Jerry Springer the show, or you hate the song?
I
Okay,
can't stand the show. Like I can't stand any of those shows.
I probably watched maybe 15 episodes of Jerry Springer in my life, like in the break room in the middle of the day sometime.
Yeah. But I just like I can't watch any of those shows. Like I cannot stand to watch those shows.
Yeah.
But the song is on point. Like it's a phenomenon when you come across somebody who's like addicted to these shows. Like
Yep.
he's not lying when he's like singing these lyrics.
Yeah.
Like it sounds just like somebody I've met before. That's like, oh man, did you see what happened on Jerry Springer yesterday? And it's like, no, I don't watch.
No,
that
I
shit.
didn't.
Oh
'cause
my
I'm
god!
not a fucking mongoloid.
Yeah, but they're like, oh my god, how did you not watch it?
Yeah.
You know, and they start this guy hit this other guy in the face, and then his girlfriend beat the shit out of him, and it's like, you know, I'm like, oh god damn, but the song is legitimate.
Yeah. And just to clarify the lyric I messed up earlier, 5 days since they had the show with the hermaphrodite, the slut, and the crack hoe. So good.
Jason, what'd you vote for?
You know, I feel like I know where this is going, so I'm just gonna go with Gump.
Okay. I'm glad you did that because I'm gonna go Jerry Springer. I just think it's the stronger of the song. Yeah, I mean, I basically said it already. I kind of tipped my hat a little bit, but
it's not a bad song.
yeah, I think it's I think it's great.
I love the movie Forrest Gump, and I hate the television shows Jerry Springer. I just can't make myself do it.
Look, it's a tough matchup because I love Gump too.
All right,
like Gump wins like a couple of these other matchups, but not
all right, guys, shut the fuck up, Josh.
Oh shit,
Josh, to get serious.
Josh, I'm serious. Josh,
I feel like let me guess what this is. I'm gonna guess this is White and Nerdy versus Trapped in a Drive-Thru.
Hold on, let me get it centered on the screen here.
Dude, you just hurry up.
All right, guys. So we have Trapped in the Drive-Thru.
Okay.
Going up against White and Nerdy.
Fuck, man. Like I'm sitting here like I'm thinking systematically through these. Like, dude, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get to this fucking matchup.
So,
and this is a finals level matchup.
I'm gonna tell you right now. We are eliminating one of my 2 or 3 favorite songs on this bracket. So this is a final for me.
So these are 2 songs from Straight Outta Linwood, so from the same album. Trapped in a Drive-Thru, parody of Trapped in a Closet from R. Kelly. So I think I don't know if we talked about this. I don't know if we talked about this on the YouTube before we got here or in the podcast, but this is one of those songs where I only heard the original version of the song this year for the first time. And this, Trapped in a Drive-Thru, is what we're talking about. Trapped in the Closet is the only song that is more ridiculous than the Weird Al parody.
It's an entire album.
Holy shit, dude. I'm listening to this on a road trip back, and I'm like, I showed Amanda Trapped in a Drive-Thru, and she had heard the R. Kelly, so she's really digging it. And I was like, yeah, I'd never really heard it. She's like, what? And so we put it on. Dude, like, changed my fucking life. Talking about some goddamn midget, fucking having to... The cop that pulls him over is banging his old lady. Like, what is going on, dude?
When I heard it, like, shout out to my coworker Eric who showed it to me. It sounds like a parody in and of itself. Is how ridiculous it is.
Yeah. Fossil, have you heard it?
No.
Oh fuck, bro!
You're missing out.
Tomorrow, bro. You're working tomorrow, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, tomorrow when you're working, I know you're stupid and you only have Pandora because you don't like to listen to music anymore.
Yeah.
But this is all actually on YouTube too, dude. Okay. Go look this up, and don't get scared when you see that it's 20 parts. What? Okay, don't get scared. Okay. Anyway, that's enough about the R. Kelly version. It's worth your time. I expect a full book report on it next week on the next podcast. In the meantime, Trapped in a Drive-Thru.
It's so fucking tasty.
Solid gold, bro.
Okay, so my take on Trapped in the at the Drive-Thru. It's genius.
Yes.
Because it is basically just it's almost like listening to a musical.
Yeah.
They're just telling the story
of your life.
Yeah, they're just telling the story of one evening that everybody goes through where you're like, "Hey, what do you want to do for dinner?"
Yeah. Well, there's tuna I know that went bad a week ago. I said, "Is the chili okay?" She said, "You finished that yesterday."
Oh man. God.
Dude. So good.
Dude, when the fucking Zeppelin hits when they're in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Turned on the radio and...
I was listening to this and I forgot about that part.
It's so loud. Like, it's fucking loud.
I had it on and I was like, wait, did something... Because I've been having issues with Spotify. Thanks, Spotify. So I thought something had happened, so I switched it and I was like, oh no, that's in the song. I forgot. Had to go back.
Dude, I mean... The song is a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
And
my man's wearing bunny slippers, okay? So he ain't going inside.
Yeah. Dude, it's so... and then his wife decides that she's not hungry at the end. Like, just so... Just
I
like,
wasn't really hungry anyway.
And then he's like, yeah, I just love that part. He's like, oh, we'll forget the chicken sandwich then.
yeah.
Like, he just fucking, it just rolls right off his back. But then you get the worst, you just get the most depressing part of the song.
Yep.
Because I just can't believe it. They forgot the onions. Oh,
Shout out Whataburger.
To think that you would spend 10 minutes singing a song to have the drive-through place fuck up the order.
yeah.
That's
But-
realistic. Okay.
It's so
real
real,
life.
bro. It's so real.
So white and nerdy.
I've been browsing, expecting
X-Men comics, you know I collect them. My pens in my pocket, I must protect. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Protect them. My ergonomic keyboard never
Never
leaves
leaves
me
me bored. Okay, we're done. I feel like
No,
this
you're
was
not.
like his
Dave, do you spend your nights with a roll of bubble wrap?
pop, pop,
Pop, pop.
Hope no one sees me. Getting freaky.
Get freaky.
Yeah.
Dude, that whole second verse is fucking money.
It's straight fire. Like,
The whole thing.
look. Let's not forget the music video of this is amazing.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
think
this
this song was like his comeback. It was the first single off the record, and it was like his comeback album, like song.
Yeah. Because this album came out in like 2006, 2007, something like that.
Yeah, 2000, yeah. I think it was 2006, and he hadn't had a record since Running with Scissors in like '99.
Dude, he is low key like a fucking really good rapper.
Yes.
Like-
if he ever wanted to go down the serious route, like I'm
Yeah.
surprised he's never tried to, like, I don't know if either of you've heard the song, but tried to, I would have loved for him to parody Rap God by Eminem.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would have been stupid, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. He does a Lose Yourself parody that's pretty good. Couch Potato, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Off
that's
of
pretty good.
I'm not sure what record that's off of.
I don't remember.
Alpocalypse, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Fossil, what'd you think about White and Nerdy?
I mean, White and Nerdy was another parody of a hugely popular song.
Yeah, Riding Dirty by Chameleonaire.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't that you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that. Like, it was on TV, it was on ads, it was on music videos, it was on the radio. I
You
mean,
see me rolling.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
That shit's iconic.
yeah, and that it wasn't just iconic for a year. Like, it continued on and on and on for years.
Yeah, I think this one hits home because we're all fucking nerds
Yep.
for sure. Like,
Some
he's
of
talking
us-
about
Some of us
Kirk and
more than
Picard.
others.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he talks about going to the fucking Renaissance Festival. Fossil.
Yeah.
You're a fucking nerd for that shit.
Hey, man, I
Yeah.
go there every year.
So, I think this one just like checks so many fucking nerd boxes.
Yeah.
It does.
This is
And
more like a.
that's what's fun about it.
I guess this is more. I'm gonna say it. This is like a better version of "It's All About the Pentiums."
Yeah,
basically.
he even brings up Dungeons and Dragons.
He does.
Yeah.
He does, which I play every Sunday. Look, I'm gonna throw out my first vote. I'm gonna throw out the first vote.
This is a tough one.
Fuck.
This hurts me. Because either way, this is a lose-lose. If I will say this, if either one of these songs was against anything else, I'd vote for it. It'd be an easy vote.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Trapped in the Drive-Thru just because that song is just so epic, and it's enjoyable all the way through. Like, yes, White and Nerdy has a really good second verse.
Yeah. The first verse is really good too. It's just that second verse it's far and away better.
Yeah,
I mean, White and Nerdy has the benefit of being a much shorter listen. So,
Yes.
I mean, you're in and out of it a little bit sooner. Whereas, like, legitimately Trapped in a Drive-Thru, I've heard it so many times that I only listened to it all the way through a couple of times this week.
But, if I had to just overall, like, I just remember when we were listening to this album. I remember when we were listening to this album back in the day, we gravitated more towards Trapped in the Drive-Thru. When we showed people songs from that record that they hadn't heard, we went to Trapped in the Drive-Thru, like, first, more so than White and Nerdy.
Yeah, but we had a whole dance for White and Nerdy, dude. When we got to the fucking bubble wrap, it was like pop, pop, hope no one sees.
Yeah, dude. But okay. Look, I'm going Trapped in the Drive-Thru. That's my vote.
All right. I'll go second. Both of these songs are great. They really are. And I mean exactly what I said. And when you can create a 10-minute song based on just an experience of life, it's genius. But it's 10 fucking minutes long. Like, I listened to it all the way through twice, and I was like, man, I hope that my Spotify doesn't crash so that I don't have to hear this again, because it is so long. So I'm going to go White and Nerdy.
I was really hoping you were going to make that easy for me. Fuck, dude. Fucking Burrito King would make me gassy, there's no doubt.
Hey, speaking of the best drive-through,
Yeah.
I visited one today.
Okay.
The best drive-through.
Oh, so you went to Taco Bell?
Yep.
Oh.
I had, I don't even remember, it was something new on the menu. This taco shell that they gave me was like 1/4 of an inch thick. It was like, I don't know what the hell it was made out of, but it was delicious.
Well, you know what, Fossil? In celebration of the fact that you went to the greatest drive-thru in the history of time today, I'm going to go Trapped in a Drive-Thru.
Okay. Look, I'm not mad. It is genius level song.
I love fucking White Nerdy, dude. That sucks.
Oh, dude, I'm hating my life. This next one is also not good, as far as not fun. But I don't know where Josh stands on this. So this might not be as difficult as this. I don't think it's going to be as difficult as the Master we just did. All right, so we got Confessions Part 3.
All right.
Going up against The Saga Begins.
Oh, shit.
This sucks.
Damn it, dude. This is good. So Confessions Part 3, obviously parody of Confessions Part 1 and 2 from Ursher.
Or
Got
the Ursher CD?
Yeah. No, we don't. Ugh.
And The Saga Begins, a cover of...
Parody of American Pie.
Yeah.
Yep. That's just a great classic song.
I don't know the guy who does American Pie. I can't remember.
I had it
We
pulled up.
looked it up earlier.
Don McLean?
McCready.
Yeah, Don McLean.
McLean.
Yeah.
I would say that Confessions is so
hilarious.
fucking hilarious. It
hilarious.
might be the funniest song on this bracket.
It is almost a parody of a parody.
Yeah.
Slapped with comedy.
You remember last week when I told you we didn't have any more Rice Krispies? What I meant was there was only enough left for me. Oh, dude. That line. I mean, every fucking time. That shit gets me so fucking good. These are my confessions. Right
Just when I thought I could say something before.
Dude. Fucking good. And then there's I'm trying to remember the fucking lyric where he gets to that really high note.
I'm so sorry, Debbie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bridget. Yeah. Dave, sing that note again.
Nope. I didn't sing it the first time, Josh.
Dave, that was I don't know why you're hearing that on tour, bro. That was premiere.
That was earth-shattering.
I accidentally killed your goldfish. I just replaced it with another one.
Sometimes I fantasize you're a midget. And that's when he
says,
sorry,
baby. Yeah.
I mean, Bridget. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, dude, all the whoas in this fucking song. So good too. Oh. And this whole thing is just ridiculous, and it gets more and more ridiculous as it goes. And then it gets out of the.
I like to dress up like Shirley Temple and spank myself with a hockey stick. Hockey stick. My boss thinks I'm a jerk. Didn't get that raise. I haven't changed my underwear in 27 days. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
All right, look, dude. All right, look. Let's move on for a second. Saga Begins.
Well, hold on. One thing left at the end of Confessions. When he gets down to the end of it, and it's like, where are you going? And then you hear him like real quiet. He's like, women. After everything he says, and he's just like, women.
Dude, It's so funny, man. Saga Begins, though. Another, I would say, similar to Jerry Springer, which is also from the same record, coincidentally.
Very smart.
Very, very smart. Has absolutely nothing to do with the original song at all.
So look, I have a confession. I kind of deliberated on like even talking about this because this is really stupid, and it makes me feel really stupid to talk about it. So look, I don't like Star Wars very much, right? And when
You
this
don't?
song, the first time I heard this song, I didn't know who Anakin Skywalker was. And so I thought he's saying this Hiranican guy, like it's all one word. I'm like, what the fuck is Hiranican? What is a Hiranican person? I'm like, this is really stupid.
Jason, I wonder if Josh is going to go where I think he's going to go.
I don't know.
But
What?
we'll see. Nothing. We were talking before you got on, so I'm just curious if this leads somewhere. Go ahead.
No, that was the story. But then I watched like the trilogy, or not the original trilogy, but the
Prequels.
episodes 1, 2, 3, and learned who Anakin was, and I was like, oh, this here Anakin guy.
Guy.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Dude, I mean, the detail he talks about, and like the whole like, picking up Anakin, doing the pod racing.
Oh,
I can't believe you can lyrically bring in Tatooine.
Yeah,
yeah.
like-
I mean, this is the entirety of episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to, in a different vein. It's similar to how smart like making a 10-minute song is about going into the drive-thru, where you take a movie that has words, names, places that don't even like I couldn't even begin to think of how to create around Naboo.
Yeah.
I'm going to come out here and I'm going to say that this has not a vote, but I think there's a reason why there's not a million like Weird Al's out there, right? Like,
Yeah.
like he is like truly, truly talented. Like
These are quality parodies. I mean, there's a reason why like you don't see a lot of parodies. Like I think he's spawned a lot of comedy acts, right? Like Lonely Island, Stephen Lynch, Tenacious D, right? A lot of those guys, but they don't do parodies because that corner is already fucking like
everyone
Weird Al
understands
is
that
already
is,
dominating that corner.
I think everyone that's in the field kind of understands. Like, look, we're not going to do it better than Weird Al, right?
Yeah.
So let's leave him to his space, right?
Yeah.
And no one's even like he's taking long breaks.
Yeah.
And no one's even come in and tried to fill like, oh, like you would think you would think that there's like, oh, there's a market for this because Weird Al hasn't produced a song since 2014, and like, nope, like there's nobody. I mean, there might be some random YouTuber, out there, but nobody.
So you guys are big Star Wars guys.
Yeah.
What's the big moment of this song for you? Like, what's the
It's the main chorus for me.
Yeah.
Because now this is twofold for me because the original song is fantastic. I love American Pie.
Yep, great song.
And
The way it
when
builds
you-
up over the whole song, gets faster, gets louder. Yeah.
And
It's a really well written song.
Yeah, and for this song, like he can keep the same pace, but bring in. I mean, he's bringing in something that's like near and dear to my heart, which is Star Wars, and it's not. He's not making fun of Star Wars.
No.
He's just telling you the story.
I would say he's paying, homage.
Yeah. How's it go, Dave? Maybe Vader.
Someday later,
Someday
now
later.
he's just a small fry.
I mean, it's just so good.
Look, I'm gonna just put this out there because not because I want to, but because it's funny. Okay, so Josh can make fun of me. So
God,
I hadn't
Peter.
heard this song in probably 20 years. Okay, Dude, I heard this song and I legit got a little bit emotional. I'm just putting it out there. Like, dude, I did. And it had nothing to do with like the nostalgia of Weird Al. It had absolutely nothing. It was literally the Star Wars content that was like, I was like, well, like in the end when he's talking about how, you know, Qui-Gon died and shit, I was like, oh man, like dude, I'm in the car like getting sad. Like like I'm just like, dude, it's a beautiful song.
Well, because the original is, and when he gets to the very last verse, it slows down to like a really heartfelt, heavy moment in the song, and he brings that to this song.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And you realize there that it's being sung from the vantage point of Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I mean, like, I'm still not ready to vote though. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Look, I'm not a Star Wars guy. I am so impressed with the creativity and the detail that he does in this song that I'm a Saga Begins vote.
All right. Look, I'm going to make it easy for you, Dave. Saga Begins.
Damn it. I was also going to be a Saga Begins vote.
Yeah. I mean, look, I love Confessions, and I think it's the funnier song. Confessions is much funnier. But the better song is Saga Begins just because of all the detail, all the little things that he put into it.
I think it's had Confessions gone up against any of the songs in the first 4 matchups, or not any of them, but I think Confessions had a chance to get into the second round. Okay, sure. Guys, I don't know if you've done some process of elimination to figure out what the last 2 are, but this is going to be Josh's final right here.
Oh no.
It's going to be Amish Paradise?
It is Amish Paradise going up against Whatever You Like.
Oh, well, this is not a hard one necessarily, but
no, it's not.
Oh, Amish. Let's talk about Whatever You Like, and let's save Amish Paradise to talk about in the next round.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh, come on, Fossil.
Dude.
You want to talk about Amish Paradise?
No, look, I can say right here, Whatever You Like is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, Fossil, tell me more. Look, Dave doesn't like this one. I love this song.
This song is so good.
Yes, it is.
Because if you ever had to eat ramen noodles, mac and cheese, hot dogs, if you spent most of your money at McDonald's, like if you ever had to go to the thrift store, if you ever experienced any of this, it's hilarious. Like, it is so on point.
Yeah, because until he starts making that assistant manager at Kinko's money.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's so smooth, and it's hard to say that you would jam a Weird Al song. You listen to it for enjoyment values, but I can literally just turn this on and jam this song, and I have no idea why.
Yeah. Well, it's just because the whole premise is so good, right? I mean, it's especially now hearing the T.I. song for the first time today and hearing his point of view from it, but just saying you can have whatever you like, you know, always buy you bathroom tissue, only get the 2-ply. Yeah. Because it's like it's the little things. Like
my wallet's fat with ones. It's all about.
It's all about the Washingtons. But like, where he talks about like not making you get store brand and all this shit. Like, dude, that's just so funny. It's so like it's so mundane, but it's real life. Like there's part of you like when you buy Sargento cheese, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna drink my fucking tea with my pinky up today. I'm gonna have a little Sargento in my life.
I still do that type of shit when we go to the store. I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna get the good brand today. That's how you know you made it.
Look, I'm not buying HEB brand cheese. I'm getting that motherfucking Tillamook.
Oh shit, Tillamook is like that's the Lambo of fucking pre-sliced cheese.
That's what I'm saying.
Or you go to the deli and you're like, yo, I want that what's that shit called? That hog
Boar's head?
Boar's head. Give me that fucking boar's head slice number 1. I want it fucking paper thin.
Nah, see, I like it I like that shit cut thick.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you do, Foster.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the best line of this song though is like, "I could take you to see your cousin Larry, but that's kind of far, and I'm not made of cash. So you think you could chip in for gas?" Like that line is so funny; it gets me every time. And then he goes right into pork and beans. Like, dude,
Dude, we used to eat that
such a
growing
good
up.
song.
We used to eat
Yeah,
that.
Fuck yeah!
Hey, the underwear
Those
at
Van
Goodwill.
Camp's pork and
Nice.
beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to make that, but he used to also also just
Pan
chop up
fry.
some regular chop
Pan
up some
fry.
sausage, throw it in there.
You just pan fry some all beef or all pork, whatever.
Hillshire
Hot
Farm.
dogs. No,
Oh, hot dogs. Okay.
Pan fry them, chop them up, pan fry them, then you put them in after you get a little bit
Get
of
some
crispy
bean and
on 'em.
weenies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need a whole can. Mm.
You have
Yeah, and
some
they just
fucking
talked about
Mrs. Baird's
fucking-
bread with that. Mm.
Mm.
Oh. And just again the detail, dump the flavor packet on it and eat it. Like
What he's talking about, the ramen.
this song
I
is
got
yeah.
stacks. Yeah, he goes, I got stacks.
So
I'm gonna
such
come
a good
out.
song. The only song that doesn't have a video to go along with it.
Yeah.
So maybe that tells you what Weird Al thinks about it, possibly, but definitely could have been better with the video. But
Yeah,
I think
I'm going
this is-
Amish Paradise.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going Amish Paradise as well. We're going to save Amish Paradise for the next round.
Okay. Well, look, I am all in on whatever you like
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll throw a vote to it for you, Fossil.
for posterity's sake.
Yeah. All right, guys.
So I totally agree with you. I love that song.
I like that song.
All right, it's gonna take me a second to get to what I need to. So just talk amongst yourselves for about a minute. Hold on.
A minute.
Well,
So why do you think Weird Al? Why do you think he didn't do more like heavy bass songs? Like there's some Metallica songs out there that were popular enough. Enter Sandman, obviously.
Yeah.
That were popular enough that he could have done something with them. Why do you think he avoids
Because
heavier
it's hard.
music?
It's hard to sing song the way he does in
Yeah.
a speed song or a heavy metal song. You have to come with vocal power, and
Yeah.
he rarely does that.
All
I
right,
guess
guys.
I feel underrepresented for like the genre of music that I love. That I would love to hear some more, Weird Al songs. And
I wonder if he
my
ever
genre.
went to Metallica. I mean, you have to think he had to have tried to go to them like for Enter Sandman.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is they could have very much just said, "Nah, dog, we're not about that life."
Like if he could take a song like that's a slower song like Unforgiven,
Where nothing
very
else matters.
popular song. Nothing else matters. One of the greatest songs of all time. I just like you could see him able to handle a song like that.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're ready, and this round 2 is looking fucking strong here.
Here we go, lightning round.
Bedrock Anthem versus Fat.
Fat.
I'm also going Fat.
Good, it's a sweep.
All right.
Get that Flintstone shit out of here.
All right.
Get that weak ass shit out of here.
All right.
Meat.
Let me go ahead and adjust
Meat.
this next one here. Oop. Hold on. All right. We got
Yabba dabba do now. That's I meant to bring that up in the first part. So good.
Party in the CIA versus Eat It. Even though it says Beat It here. So it's Eat It. I'm going Eat It.
You know what? I'm gonna go with an upset. Party in the CIA.
Shit, I party in the CIA. That shit just tickled me. I'm going party in the CIA.
All right.
Uh-oh. That's an upset.
It is an upset.
Let's go.
I wasn't expecting that. Not necessarily upset about it, but I wasn't expecting it. All right.
It has pistol sounds in the song. Silence pistol sounds.
All right. We got Jerry Springer versus Trapped in the Drive-Thru. I'm coming quick with Trapped in the Drive-Thru here. I like Jerry Springer. I think it's great, but
You want me to go or you want to go?
Trapped in a drive-through.
Yeah, absolutely, because I hate Jerry Springer.
all right.
I don't hate the song. I just hate the show.
All right. This one hurts a lot. This is Saga Begins versus Amish Paradise. This could definitely have been a final.
So let's spend a little bit of time talking about Amish Paradise here. So, obviously, a cover of the huge Coolio hit "Gangster's Paradise."
Yeah.
That song was massive.
Yes, it was.
I wonder how much.
Huge.
I wonder how much his total worth was accumulated just on the back of that one song.
You talking about Coolio?
Oh,
Yes. Now,
I think it's safe to say at least 80%.
That's what I'm saying. I know he put out multiple albums, had his own, et cetera, et cetera. But like that song was huge, huge.
The only other big song he had was I forget the name of it, but it's a slippity slide. He did a like a sample of that. Yeah. He did a sample of that for himself.
Dude,
anyway, Amish Paradise.
Gangster's Paradise was everywhere, but yeah.
And it was on
Amish Paradise.
A big box office movie.
Yeah. Dangerous Minds.
Yep. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Amish Paradise again, dude. Like, I think this paints the picture of. I don't know how legitimately this is as far as like all the details in it, but this is what I imagine Amish people are like from seeing that and seeing movies like Kingpin and other shows like Banshee and stuff like that, where like this seems very realistic to me and very detailed based on Amish people. He has in here are solid gold.
Yeah. The
Talking about party like it's $16.99.
Yeah, he's what is he saying? I milk cows all. What was it's in the beginning of the song. He's I'm milking cows.
Jebediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows. Fool. Dude, when he hits that fool, that's so good. That was when it became acceptable for white people to say fool.
Fool.
Yeah.
He says it like 3 different times in the song. It's hilarious each time.
And then you get in the video, you get the really sweaty Weird Al face while he's singing the chorus.
Dude, and it gets progressively like
in most our lives.
Dude, I love the last like verse when he goes hitching up the buggy, churning lots of butter, raise the barn on Monday, soon I'll raise a nutter.
Soon I'll raise a nutter. Yeah. Fucking in the video, they raise the fucking barn wall, and then that shit just falls right on top of him. Like he falls, it goes through a window, but it's so funny.
I love it's like there's no phone, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe.
Like Robinson.
It's as primitive as can be.
Primitive as can be. Hey, look, I'm an Amish Paradise vote. Sorry, this is like the Inner Sandman of Weird Al for me. It comes on, I don't turn it off. I don't get tired of it. It's so good.
I'm gonna make you go, Jason.
Go, you want me to go?
First album that I spent a lot of time with.
Look, as solid as the Star Wars song is, because it is, I'm gonna go Amish Paradise.
All right, I'm gonna throw Saga Begins a vote just because that was kind of where I was leaning, but I'll throw it a vote here, even though it lost. So Amish Paradise moves on.
Yep.
All right, let me set up the second round here. Give me 1 sec to
Third round.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. The next. I meant to say next round.
Hey, so for those folks out there, we're coming back next week with our next entry of the AFI list, the number 91 movie of all time, Sophie's Choice. Man, if you're ready for some brutal shit and some really sad shit, come back next week.
Clean it.
Yeah, let me tell you about Sophie's Choice, her actual choice in the movie. It's brutal.
All right, Josh, thank you for buying that little bit of time and plugging our next week's show. I got it pulled up here. We got Fat going up against Party in the CIA. I'm sticking with.
Look, it's a Cinderella run.
I'm sticking with Fat here.
Look, it's a Cinderella run for Party in the CIA. Nobody thought it was going to get this far, and this is as far as it goes.
Yeah. Fat is the heavyweight. No,
it's all about Fat.
Oh, I did not think Fat was making it to the finals when we were building this list. Personally,
it is a it's one of the more famous Weird Al songs out there.
Yeah,
it's I would imagine that it's probably one of the most commonly known.
All right.
Oh,
we lost Josh for a second.
As just like clockwork, he'll be back.
I'll wait.
Oh, you're just gonna be dead air, Dave?
Yeah, it is.
Jesus Christ, Dave. What's the next matchup?
Well, we got Trapped in the Drive-Thru going up against Amish Paradise.
Is this the final?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh fuck.
So one of these is whichever wins this is basically gonna win the whole thing, in my opinion.
All right, look. I'm going to come out first because you guys have more skin in the game in these two songs. And go with Amish Paradise. Simply because it's only like 3 minutes long.
I'm going to make you choose, Josh, Trapped in the Drive-Thru. I love that song. Look, I was going to vote for it either way. I absolutely love that song. I feel like that song transcends needing to be a Weird Al fan. Like, you can just listen to that song and it'd be funny. And you don't even have to know the original. I feel like with Amish Paradise, you kind of have to get where it came from. Like, I don't know that you can independently enjoy that song without knowing, at least in passing, Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise? Is that what you said?
Case in point, you and I had never heard Trapped in a Closet for years, and we loved Trapped in the Drive-Thru. So that's my argument, but I leave the decision ultimately to you.
I just keep thinking about so many funny moments. Your voice sounds so familiar. Hey, is this Paul?
Yeah. No,
Paul.
No, that ain't Paul. But tell me, who's this?
Who's
Paul.
This? Paul. There's just some guy who went to school with me.
He sat next to him and he copied off me in geometry.
Fuck. Trapped in a fucking drive-thru. Fuck.
Yes. Do it.
God damn it. All right, we need the third and fourth place matchup. So that's going to be Amish Paradise versus Party in the CIA.
Yeah, I don't have that. Like, we won't be able to see that on the stream, but yeah, that'll be it.
It's quick.
Yeah,
Amish Paradise.
Yeah, it is. Amish versus Party in the CIA. Yeah, it's easy mode. Yeah. All right, Fat.
Our final.
Fat going. I would say. You talked about a Cinderella story. Maybe I'm underselling Fat in my mind, but I feel like this is almost a Cinderella story. Mainly because I feel like all the heavy hitters were in the back half of this.
I don't think Fat's a Cinderella story. I think a lot of people would say Fat probably deserves to be here.
Okay.
Yeah, when you pair it with the video.
Yeah. I think if you ask just like Joe Schmo on the street, hey, talk to me about some Weird Al songs, I don't think Trapped in a Drive-Thru is coming up.
No, but I guess my point is, I think of the songs that Trapped in the Drive-Thrus had to beat to get here. Let's revisit. It beat White and Nerdy, it beat Jerry Springer, and it just beat Amish Paradise. Fat has beaten Like a Surgeon, Bedrock Anthem, Party in the CIA.
And I only voted for at the Drive-Thru once.
Yeah.
So it's not like it just swept its way through the finals. It's heavyweight.
Yeah.
No, actually, Fat has not lost a single vote. It has gotten 3 votes every time. I'm just saying, it's had an easier route here.
Yeah.
Not that it doesn't deserve it. I'm just pointing that out.
I mean, it sounds like you're already voting.
Yeah. I already know where Dave's going. Dave's going Trapped in a Drive-Thru.
Yeah, 100%. I just think it's a superior song. That's just me. But hey, look, I'm being completely honest. This has been hella fun, and I would be totally fine with Fat winning here. It's totally fine. This is not a Harvester of Sorrow situation.
What are you talking about, Dave?
Yeah.
Harvester of Sorrow making it into the goddamn final.
Where it should have been.
Again,
it should have been.
When it should have been one.
No.
Y'all are fucking losers.
Fossil, you got a vote in mind already?
You know what? I don't know exactly where you guys are going to go with this, but I'm going to go with Fat simply because while I agree with all of your points for, stuck in a drive-through, I can't listen to that song. It's too fucking long. It's enjoyable to a point, and then
Sure.
I cannot listen to the whole song.
I mean, that's
And
fair.
if you can't muscle your way through the entire song every time, it loses a little bit of its value.
But look, Trapped in a Drive-Thru is like a good movie, right? It's like A Few Good Men. You don't have to start A Few Good Men at the front to enjoy it. Like if you come in halfway through and Caffey has already decided that he's now going to try this case, you're in.
Yeah.
And like you come in and he's already in the drive-thru and there's some idiot in a Volvo with his lights on behind him and he leans out the window and screams, "Hey, what are you trying to do? Blind me?" Bro, you're in. You're in the song until you're done.
Yeah, the wordplay is so good.
Yeah, you don't have to do the whole fucking Olive Garden, Ivy,
Honestly,
here's your keys part. Like
honestly, the great part really starts when he goes, when he's talking about putting his key
in the ignition, and I turn it sideways. Yeah. I was gonna go Fat until we started talking about Trapped in a Drive-Thru again. And dude, I when I was thinking about it, when you were talking about like having to listen to the whole thing, yeah, if you're having to digest the whole thing in its entirety every single time, it's a bit daunting. But again, it's one of those like you walk in, like we listened to in the precinct, you walk into the precinct and it's at that part, you just pick it up right where it's at and just start singing along. I think it's an epic, dude. It's an epic.
I do not disagree, but there are very few songs of any genre, any artist that I can listen to that puts out a 10-minute song.
Yeah, I listen to like Dream Theater and Tool and shit like that. So like 10-minute songs for me are like nothing.
I love Tool, and then it gets to like the 6-minute mark, and I'm like, oh, this is that 10-minute song. Click.
Well, it's a Trapped in a Drive-Thru vote for me.
Okay, that's fine.
That means Trapped in a Drive-Thru is the greatest Weird Al song of all time.
And look, I'm glad because I don't know that people really understand just how good that song is. And hopefully
this is a deep cut. Anybody that's out there that has any passion about Weird Al is probably throwing a wiener-filled Twinkie. A hot dog-filled Twinkie. What is it, Dave?
It's a Twinkie wiener sandwich.
Yeah, they're throwing their Twinkie wiener sandwich at the fucking radio right now.
And they're asking us to drink from the fire hose.
Yes.
That kid,
Jason is the only smart
gets
one.
fucking launched. Goes open wide, fucking yeah. Kids.
Oh shit.
Or they're gonna sick Conan the Librarian on us because we got some overdue books and we're about to get fucking cut in half. Like it looks so fake, dude. It's so bad.
All right, well we did it. We discovered the greatest Weird Al song of all time. If you haven't heard this song or if you haven't heard it in a long time, go back, cue it up, straight out of Linwood, the last song on the album.
It's worth every penny.
In the meantime, live long and prosper.